Hello beautiful people, welcome back to Build With Temi. And today, like every other day that we've been here, we're going to talk about something equally important: envy. And it's very important we talk about this topic at this time because social media is causing different things in different people's life. And one of my primary aim on this channel is to open your eyes to see how blessed and beautiful your own life and your own journey is, so you won't even be interested in what is happening in another person's life or another person's journey. First of all, let's start by defining what is envy. Envy is simply wanting what another person has. Even whether that thing is in line with your purpose or is not in line, you shall want it because that person has it. Someone has a Range Rover. Maybe it's Benz you desire, or maybe it's a private jet you need. But no, it's Range Rover you want simply because that person has a Range Rover. If you want to acquire that thing, it's okay to admire. It's okay to be inspired by somebody. But once you want that exact thing that person has, and you're ready to do anything to get that thing, then you are envious. I know this topic is so important, but another major reason why it's important is people have practically ruined their life because they are envious of other people. Because envy leads to other bad things. And I'm going to use a story to illustrate this. And this is a true life story. So there was this man, a king. He had so much wealth. He had farmlands, he had gardens, he had so many things. So one day the king decided, you know what, let me take a walk around the palace area. Just as he stepped outside the palace and he was working, he saw a garden, very beautiful, well-tended garden, and he asked, who is the owner of this garden? And then they got the garden owner for him, and he said, I love your garden, it's so beautiful, I want to buy your garden. And the garden owner said, I'm sorry, I cannot sell to you. This is like the last inheritance that our family has, so I can't, it has to be in our family. And then the king went home. He went home, he was very sad, he refused to eat. Anybody that saw him would know that something is wrong with this person. So his wife comes and says, oh, I heard you didn't eat, what's going on? And then he said, oh, I want a garden, that garden at that side. And then I asked the owner, and the owner said he will not sell it. And the wife was like, don't worry, are you not the king? Have you forgotten that you are the king of this kingdom? You can have anything you want, don't worry, I'll do something about it. Immediately the wife started plotting things, and at the end of the day, they killed the garden owner. And then the wife now tells the king that you can now have the garden. And there were so many consequences that came with it. The first immediate one was the poor man that they killed simply because they were envious of his garden. The king did not even remember at the time that he was the king of the entire kingdom. He has so much wealth that he had anything he wanted at his disposal. It was that particular thing. That's one of the reasons why we have to be checking our heart every single time. What is the posture of your heart? I've shed some light on consequences of envy, but let's say it. First thing, you will not even realize the blessing in your own life because you are obsessed with having what that other person has. Secondly, you are willing to do anything, no matter how terrible, to get that thing. The third thing is it leads to other terrible consequences. For instance, this one, it led to the death of someone else. They committed murder simply because they wanted a garden they didn't even need. Now that there is so much social media, before now, when our parents were growing up and all of that, they only saw their classmates and their friends maybe if they have a reunion or there is a party or something. But now, you practically think you're living with your classmates if you are not careful, because you see everything that is going on in their life online. And that is one of the problems of the age we are in, because it's so easy to envy somebody. You just say, oh, everything is working for them. You don't know what is happening to them in their real life. There was a time in my life I did a lot of professional course. I think that was when I did my master's and everything. And when I did all these things, I didn't post about it. So there was one period I was trying to position for something, and then I started posting maybe week by week or every 2 weeks or something. And then someone said, he entered my DM and said, well done, oh, you're always doing something. I had to tell the person, I didn't just acquire all of these things. I've had them since. I just decided not to post then, and now I'm posting now. Now it looks as if every other week I'm completing a course. No, that's not true. I've not done a course in how many months, so don't think that. Did you get? So at the end of the day, you don't know what the story is. That's because that person told me. Some people might have thought it in their mind, but they never told me, and I will never know, and I will never be able to correct them that I didn't do these things back to back. I had space between them. So don't pressure yourself. I'll give you practical steps so now you can know whether you are envious of people or not. First of all, you're always very unhappy when you hear good things happen to people. For instance, someone bought a new car. You say, it's even Toyota safe. You can't buy Benz. Is Toyota not okay for someone that did not have car before? And the funny part is the person that is talking might not even have a car. 2, You're always comparing yourself to others. Like life is a competition for you. Is she better than me? Is her child better than my child? Is her child more beautiful than my child? Is she this? Is she that? Once you're saying, is anybody better than you? Are you better than anybody? That you want to know what the scorecard is, then you are envious of people. The third one is you always downplay people's success. They tell you that, this person got a gig to go and speak in United Nations. They work it these days. United Nations. I know somebody who knows somebody. You too, if it's easy, run them now. Why are you not there? You should be there. Yes, you should be there. Shebi the person knew people and got there. You too know somebody and get there. Another way you can know you envy people is you find it very difficult to say congratulations. You hear that someone just bought a new house. You cannot, as in you will rather not, you rather die than say congratulations. Once you start feeling like that, you're just envious. Also, you harbor secret bitterness or resentment. That one that I bought like 5 times in school. I'm sure if we check safe, that child is not our husband. So once you have those kind of things in your mind, you're just envious. And the earlier you talk to yourself, the better. Another sign of envy is you always feel inadequate. You're always feeling like you're not good enough. Like once you're feeling that way, you're envious of people. Also, if you lack gratitude, you're never grateful for whatever happens in your life. Like your life is not cool enough. Other people's lives are cooler than yours. Everybody's life is cooler than yours. In fairness, you shouldn't even know whether people's life are cool or not if you are truthfully living your own life. But you know what's happening in everybody's life, so you're not even grateful. Even when blessings come to you, you're not totally grateful for the blessing. Instead of you to be grateful, you're watching how many people congratulated you on that blessing that you posted, or how many people did not congratulate you. If that's the posture of your heart, you are nothing but envious. Finally, you always want to compete instead of collaborate. Let's say instead of you and someone else to come together and do something that is going to, spiral and make a lot of money, you say, we too, God forbid. Instead you are running a race that the person is not running with you. The funniest thing is when someone is envious of you and they are competing with you and you don't even know they are competing with you. I think that thing is so funny because you are just doing your own, you are just living your life, but the person is secretly competing with you. That's just crazy. Now let's talk about how to overcome envy. First of all, acknowledge it. Just acknowledge, yes, I'm envious. If you can relate with like at least 2 or 3 signs in the fact that you are envious, then just acknowledge it. Yes, I am envious. After that, pray for God to touch your heart so that you will stop being envious. Then look at your life and start being grateful for what you have. You have a good life. There's nobody in this life that cannot tell me that there is no blessing in their life. It's just that they choose not to see that blessing. But that you will say that there is no blessing in your life, there is blessing in your life. Celebrate others intentionally. In fact, one of the ways you can overcome envy easily is when someone does something and you feel some sort of bitterness or something in your heart, reach out to them and say congratulations for that thing. Like reach out to them and it will just go. Sometimes what I do, if I should feel somehow about someone celebrating something that I saw, I will immediately pray for the person that, God, this blessing is going to last in their life. And I will even pray for more blessings to happen in their life, because that way, whatever nonsense that, is trying to mess with my heart, it will just reset. Immediately, I will go back to factory setting. As human beings, sometimes it might want to creep in, but you're able to, dispel it immediately. You must always remember that someone's blessing does not stop your own. That you bought a Range Rover yesterday does not stop the fact that if I want to buy a Range Rover, it would have finished in the market. I can buy my own too. And the funny part, someone explained something to me one time that if let's say you change your phone now to, I think it's 16 or 17, that is the latest phone. You change your phone to, let's say, 16. And then I don't change my phone for the next maybe 2 or 3 years. The time I want to change my phone, I'm going to be buying the latest phone. If you are still using that 16, your phone is now old model. So when you look at it from that perspective, you will have no reason to be envious of anybody. Like they always say, comparison is the thief of joy. Limit the way you compare yourself to other people. If social media is making you compare yourself every time to other people, then unfollow them. Delete social media. Do whatever you can. Just ensure that envy doesn't stay or enter your heart. Finally, count your blessings daily. One way you can do this is have a gratitude journal. Every single day you come back, you write something in it. I remember, I think it was 2023, I had a jar where every single time something good happened to me, I would write in there. I think almost in a month, I'll write 2 or 3 times. And later, I just moved on to, every single day, something good happens to me. I am here shooting this video. This is something good that has happened to me. The problem is, most of us want our blessing to always be the big things. The fact that you even woke up on the bed that day, that you don't wake up with back pain, you don't wake up with headache or anything, that you woke up, you were strong and agile. That is enough blessing. At the end of the day, we all need to be very intentional and very vigilant. And we must always watch the posture of our heart. know the condition of our heart at every single time, because envy destroys, and it doesn't just destroy the person we envy, but it destroys the person that is envious, because you won't be able to count your blessing, and all you will be focused on, instead of focusing on how to achieve your purpose, how to live your own dream, all you will be focused on is how can I get that thing that person has that I want. So let's be vigilant and let's be very, very careful, and as much as possible, let's avoid envy from entering our hearts. And that's it on this episode of Build With Temi. Thank you guys so much for watching. God bless you as you continue to watch, as you continue to support. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Let me know if there's anything you would like me to change. You can see our set has changed a bit. We keep trying to improve and letting it, and I say we because it's a team, it's not just me. We're a whole team on this Build With Temi platform. Of course, I'm the team lead, but we're a whole team. And if there's anything you need, legal advice, legal services, all you need to do is reach out to Starr Attorneys. All their details is in the description box. Thank you guys once again for watching. Until I come your way again next time, my name remains Temi Tokwe Odenka. Bye.